All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we need to give all praises and glory and honor to
Yahweh,
Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'Hashem,
Rakakwadash.
I want to say double honors to the elders of Great Millstone, Huwua. And of course, peace and blessings to you. I came out there pushing the truth throughout the phone earth. You know, my name is the brother Mataza, and I'm going to let the brother introduce himself.
Ayash Kabar.
Of course, you know, like I said, we're just going to go through the spirit. So, like I said, we're just going to, say what we're saying. But of course, I just start off with this topic right here. And we're just going to, like I said before, we're going to let the spirit flow. So, of course, we're going to start with Proverbs chapter 26, verse 4.
Let me read that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Proverbs 26 and verse 4. Answer not a fool according to his folly, lest thou also be like unto him.
Come.
Let me get that?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, basically, like when you run into, like, a person who's a fool, acts foolish, talks foolish things, you don't want to argue with that person, you know what I'm saying? Because after a while, then you start looking like a fool the way he's looking like, or the way he's being a fool. So, just not even deal with that, you know what I'm saying? Allow him or her, to, walk in their ignorance, you know what I'm saying? It's because either way you cut the cake, they may or may not understand or hear what you're saying, which even makes them look even more foolish.
God. Because you got to understand, when we come to this truth, like I said, sometimes, how you say, for example, like I said, when you're in this truth, when you have, of course, we got the true doctrine of Great Millstone, then you may meet somebody from a different camp, and let's say, for example, you have some type of common ground, but when it comes to certain breakdowns, that we agree on, they may disagree on, It could be many examples, like I said, the confusion of faith, the vaccine, the jab, and or anything particular, like I said, according to the scriptures, man. And like I said, because the scripture says, what in Amos 3:3, can two walk together except they be agreed? Because like I said, there's always gonna be division, in this truth, man. Just like us, for us waking up to this truth, man. According to every Hebrew Israelites, but at the same time, like I said, that brother has a different belief, man. So even in his truth, there's so-called division, man, which is crazy, man. And for us, the brothers down Great Millstone, like I said, we should be actually blessed, man, because why? Because we have the true doctrine, man. Compared to these other camps. And as you can see, like I said, there's a big debacle, somewhat in the congregation. Like I said, that's what? Folly, lying, deceit, and mischief. And as you can see, when you look at these other camps, man, they're not in order, man. When it comes to Great Millstone, like us, like I said, we have order, we have structure, Like I said, if something goes off, like I said, we'll deal with that accordingly. But when we look at the other camps, like I said, they have no order, They do what they want to do, Why do you think, again, why you see the other camps, still got lineups, still got long hair, like I said, brother speaking and another interrupting speaking, man. That's out of order, man. We got to be examples, And like I said, again, we can't be stooping to that, that level. How you say, we got to set example, man, to the flock out there, man. That's what makes us different compared to all these other camps, man. And as you can see, you show putting out videos, man.
Okay.
When is the last time when these so-called elders actually, again, without, let's say dealing with folly and drama, it was actually edifying, man. You don't see that, man. Like I said, you can have these other camps arguing for about 2 to 3 hours, and what? No edification or no scripture really came out of that, man.
I got a precept.
Go ahead.
Like for what you said, like as far as interrupting the brother,
Mm-hmm.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, Sirach, chapter 11, and verse 8.
Mm-hmm.
Answer not before thou hast heard the cause,
Mm-hmm.
neither interrupt men in the midst of their talk.
And that's right, man. Because what? Everything we do, what? We apply it to the scriptures, man. Rather be in the truth and out of truth, man. And as you can see, because at the end of the day, it really beneficials us, man. Because like I said, you're going to be in this thing called experience, okay? Because you have to experience these things, man. Okay, rather be the easy way or the hard way, man. And the only thing, like I said, you can really learn from is like, how you say, I learned from that situation, man. And that's just part of growing in this situation, man. Because what? We've been adapted to the world for so long, You know, it's hard for us, you know, sometimes when, you know, like I said, situation come up, sometimes, how you say, we want to say something backward, but sometimes you just got to keep your mouth shut, man. And of course, like I said, it comes with time, but again, you can't be in that same mindset that you've been in years ago and still have that mindset, man,
Yeah.
because, like I said, that's really, like I said, a bad example, man, especially from brothers coming in, man. Rather, like I said, they be a younger brother or older brother, man. You know what I'm saying?
If I may, the brother's 100% correct. Because when I first came into the truth, you know, the first thing you have to do is humble yourself down. You know, although I'm a older man with grays, that means nothing. Coming into this truth, you know, and a lot of it has to do with the way the men are structured in this truth, because you have to have order, and a lot of what comes behind, interrupting brothers and stuff like that, arguing and stuff like that comes, stems from disorder, and that goes a long way, and the men of Great Millstone have order from the head apostle Tahar on down, and that's what it's all about, order, and respecting that order. I don't look at my brothers as if they're young men. Nah, my brothers are old in the spirit. I'm young in the spirit. And I respect my brothers as such.
God. Like I said, brothers gotta understand too. Like I said, it's not about age, okay, or how much a brother knows as well.
Right.
Because like I said, because a lot of men, they got this misconception is, as I said, you say, oh, I'm older than you, I don't have experience. No, like I said, when it comes to truth, it doesn't apply to that, man. Okay, it's about what respect, man. How would you feel if somebody did the same thing to you? You wouldn't like that. So how much more the other brother, like I said, they've been here longer, even though he's younger, so to speak, man. Okay, because again, you got many, like I said, you even got, hey, like I said, brothers that got children that's in this truth, man. Like I said, we seen, like I said, brothers that are like 8 or 9 years old going on highways and byways, man. And they've been in charge, man. And how much our forefathers, again, when, hey, they were young men too in those ages, man. So again, like I said, that's another thing too. Like I said, this quote unquote misconception, like I said, is the appearance, man. Again, you gotta worry about the spirit, man, and about edifying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And like the scriptures say, it's it's all about the spirit. I mean, it's all about helping each other out, being there for each other, understanding, the situation that you're in too, because you don't want to put yourself in a foolish situation, while being in this truth. You want to be able to deal wisely. You got to be circumspect. And the scriptures teach you that. You don't want to argue with a fool, but then again, you don't want to be a fool either.
And sometimes, like I said, hey, the script, like I said, we're not perfect. Hey, the script talks about what roughly paraphrasing, what we are filthy as rag. Man, like I said, our rags is filthy. But again, like I said, it may happen sometimes, man. Okay, like I said, but eventually, like I said, when it happens, like I said, I was a testimony of this before. Like I said, like when it happened, whatever. But once it was all over, I was like, dang, man, I wish I would have known this before. But now I understand. So I'm like, so basically, somebody argued with me, and then I'm gonna just say, you know what? Like I said, you can have it, man. Cause what? Because at the end of the day, what? Like I said, what's that gonna really? Let's say, what are you really gaining out of that?
Yeah.
Like I said, all you're gonna do is what, cause mischief and strife, and then like I said, lastly, it's gonna lead to what, confrontation, man, being carnal, man. And for us being in the truth, like I said, we should know better, man, because what, our mindset is farly above these 2/3, man. Okay. And it says, let me get this quick scripture right quick, and it says, This is Proverbs 1:5. It says, "A wise man will hear and will increase learning." Okay, so again, a wise person will understand that, and like I said, and will actually and grow from that. Okay, like I said, not just like I said, what we're talking about now. Like I said, it could be anything, you know. Okay, like I said, you'll grow from this, man. Like I say, you got to experience this, you know, things, man. Whether it be the easy way or the hard way, for us to understand, you know, because you got to understand, because what? Because what? The Lord, like I said, Yahweh Shai, like I said, will plan us to be what? Kings and priests and judges throughout the earth. So again, we gotta be, like I said, we gotta set the example, okay? Especially for these other nations, man, because what these other nations are heathens, man. You know, like I said, they don't know better, you know.
Yeah.
But of course, again, hey, the Lord's not dealing with them, okay? The Lord is dealing with us, man, okay? Because why? Because we are chosen people, okay? Because we're separate. And it says, "And a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsels." So, so again, like I said, hey, a wise man will, hey, as the scriptures roughly paraphrasing, what a wise person will hang with what? A wise person, and a wicked person will hang with what? A wicked person. Okay, and it says, "To understand a proverb and the interpretation, the words of the wise in their dark sayings." Okay, and it says, "The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and knowledge." And like I said, when you try to explain something, or let's say, for example, you know, you get into, let's say again, the argument, and then at the same time, like I said, you trying to how you say, somewhat be on common grounds with them. How you say, you got to stoop your level, you know, to understand. But if you don't get it, again, like I said, fools hate not. Like I said, you trying to correct somebody, again, not being an asshole. But like I said, it may, hey, due to your past experience, like, hey, man, I went through this before. Look, man, like I said, I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but I'm trying to warn you, man. So that way, again, so how you say you won't feel, you know, like I said, so that way you won't be in the same predicament I was, you know. And like I said, just again, a quick example about, like I said, dealing with things in the world sometimes, you know. Like I said, for me, like I said, you know what I mean. I listen to, like I said, a lot of older cats, man, about like, oh, I say don't mess with this and certain this, man. And like I say, me, like I said, being, like I said, because like for me, like I said, I'm running. It's like I'm more of a listener. I'm more of a listener rather than a talker. So like I said, everything that they say, it really retains to me. Because then last year's the last, I said, wow, that was right. You know, wow, you know what, that was right. You know, I'm glad I didn't deal with this, and I'm glad I didn't smoke and just like that. Or else, like I said, you know, how you say, my life would have been a lot harder than you know, like I said, how it is. So my life would have been harder than what it is now, so to speak.
You got to be circumspect. Also, you know.
You got something?
Nah, not yet.
Okay, I got something. All right. Now, again, like I said, somebody don't want to listen. Like I said, rather be to this. Like I said, I'm talking about just according to the third. I'm like I said, according to the 2/3, rather be in highways and byways. The scripture says what in 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 38, and it says, "But if any man be ignorant, let him be ignorant." You know. And you know, ignorant means what? Not to know. So, like I said, for example, like I said, if we out here in the highways and byways trying to warn the people about, like I said, the prophecies, and like I said, and or anything, like I said, or even edification, you know, like I said, about the truth, and then they want to hear it, whatever. Hey, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, like I said, we're gonna be the ones that's right, and you're the ones gonna read us wrong, man. And like I said, and then like I said, in your mind gonna play back, like I said, when that time comes, like, wow, these men were right, man. You know, and now I'm screwed.
Yeah. And a lot of that has to do with pride too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, you know, are prideful.
Oh yeah, that's a huge thing. Yeah, pride.
I got a precept.
Go ahead.
The fear of Yahweh is to hate evil. Pride and arrogancy in the evil way. And the forward mouth do I hate. You know? Yeah, you know, so if you're prideful, you know, Yahweh Shem Yahshai hates that. You know? I mean, you know, in its truth, you got to humble down. You know, you got to humble down big time. You know, you got to be able to accept the word, you know, of Yahweh Shem Yahshai, you know? But the problem that a lot of people have is they think that they know it all, and they totally disregard the words of the prophets, which is the words of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. And that's what make them look foolish in the eyes of the Lord, you know?
Hey, I got something. Come on. And it says, this is like I said. Hey, like I said, this like I said, this is like I said, this one I'm pretty sure everyone should know. This is Proverbs chapter 4, verse 5. It says, "Trust in the Lord with all thy heart, and lean not to your own understanding, man."
Okay.
Because hey, like I said, we experienced it like this. Like I said, from past people, man. You know that what they don't want to trust the Lord. You know, for example, like I said, the Lord has set up certain men. Like I said, to be in charge, man. You know, and then a lot of people believe that oh, he shouldn't be in charge, man. Or how you say they want to, again, it's not directed towards anybody. I'm talking about just speaking in general. Like I said, they don't want to take the heed, like I said, the wisdom and the lines, like I said, I thought, you know what I mean? Or, like I said, just want to do their own thing, man. And the Lord said, what? To your own understanding, man, because what? It's going to lead to destruction, man.
Yeah.
Okay? And it says, and in all thy ways, acknowledge him, and he will direct thy paths, man.
Yep.
So, like I say, so if you're humble, like I said, respectful and whatever, like I said, and sincere, the Lord's gonna direct you. Like I said, the Lord's gonna direct you, man. Okay, you may not know it, man, because hey, that's how the Lord works. Like I said, the Lord works in mysterious ways, man.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, over time, when you see the progression, it's like, wow, you know what? Like again, like for us, like I said, we were so-called, like I said, sinners, ignorant, etc. Back in in the world, man. But what? Like I said, we were sincere. Like I said, when we saw the truth, like I said, hey, they were telling the truth. Like I said, we try to be like so over righteous best we can, but at the end of the day, hey, the Lord, like I said, directed our paths, and again, here we are, like I said, on the highways and byways and making videos, pushing the truth to you, like I said, to let brothers know as well, man. It's like, hey, if we can do it, we can do it too, man.
That's right.
It's just about what, like I said, if you're sincere, the Lord will direct that path for you, man. But if you continue to be ignorant, prideful, and just basically just be a 2/3, man, like I said, if any man be ignorant, let him be ignorant, man. So at the end of the day, we know that leads to what? Basically destruction.
Yep. And like how the brother started off, the foolish, are gonna be the ones that are like headed into destruction. I got a scripture.
Go ahead.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 8 and verse 10. Receive my instruction and not silver, and knowledge rather than choice gold. This is everything that you need in the world. Before I came into the truth, I thought that silver and gold or like this BS money was the way to go, but it's not. It's the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and a fool will throw that by the wayside and not even want to hear what the prophets have got to say. This is gold. This is silver. This will get you through anything that you have going on in your life. Yeah, the brothers deal with their ailments, their problems, their situations, baby mama drama, this, that, or the other. But at the end of the day, this is our healing. This is going to give us comfort. You know what I'm saying? Yahweh Shai said, I will send you a comforter. And these scriptures are our comforter through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Yeah. This is Proverbs. Oh, you still finish off? Go ahead.
Come on. Verse 11. For wisdom is better than rubies, and all things that may be desired are not to be compared to it. So like a prudent man will hear these words and want to change his life, But a fool, like I said earlier, a fool will just throw these scriptures by the wayside and not even regard them as gold, Or a fool won't even consider the words that are being spoken by the Lord's mouth, which are his prophets who are out there on the highways and byways week in, week out, in season and out of season, And that's how you could tell who the real men are. That's how you could tell, also the sign of the times. But a fool won't even pay attention to that, won't even regard it. Go ahead.
Con. And it says, I got something. This is Proverbs chapter 24, verse, let me see. I'm going to start from verse 1. And it says, be not thou envious against evil men, neither desire to be with them. You know? And that's us, man. Like I said, hey, we don't desire to be around these 2/3, man. Of course, the scripture says what? If possible, what be peaceful with all men. You know? Now, of course, like I said, we gotta hang with these 2/3. I'm talking about just for job sakes, but I'm not talking about hanging out with them in the world, whatever, you know? Because you have to understand too, like I said, hey, again, like I said, you don't want to be caught up in, you know, the quote wickedness, man.
Yeah.
Okay, but again, I'm gonna read it again. It says, "Be not thou envious against the evil man, neither desire to be with him." So, like I said, the only people at the end of the day, like I said, that you should be around is the brotherhood, man.
Yep.
Because at the end of the day, when trouble hits by, you're gonna have to rely to somebody. Of course, ultimately it's Yahweh Shem Yahushua, but again, like I said, it could be a scenario where Yahweh Shem Yahushua may again use a brother for you, man. Okay, when you need him, man.
I got a precept for that too.
Yeah, kind of. So again, like I said, because what the scripture, like I said, Zarok, the Apocrypha and this book, man, talks about what having a good friend, man, and a companion, man. It's like a what? It's like a treasure, man. Cause like in this world, man, as we can see, like I said, everybody is against themselves, man. Like I said, it's really sad that you get, like I said, that you even have family members of your own flesh and blood that would turn against you, man. As they say, what blood is thicker than water. Go ahead.
Con. I got a precept, you know, what the brother was saying, you know, like as far as a friend, you know, because the foolishness of this world would have you think that a friend, all right, I'll give you an example. You work with a guy, you know, for 8 or 12 hours or whatever, and most people would consider that man or woman their friend. Meanwhile, you don't know their names, you don't know their lifestyle, you don't know their family, you know nothing about them outside of work. You know, and that's just foolishness. But what the men of Great Millstone have is true friendship, and I got a precept, you know, for what the brother was saying. The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 6 and verse 8. For some is a friend for his own occasion. Yeah, you run into those people who are just your friend, you know,
at that particular moment.
Con. And will not abide in the day of thy trouble. So when you start having problems, start running in, you know, like into trouble, and you need that friend, he or she ain't there for you. Specifically, he ain't there for you. But, you know, and that's just the foolishness of this world, to assume that just because you know a person, or you know, you see a person, or you're familiar with a person, that they're your friends, you know. And what you're about to find out during Jacob's trouble is you have no friends outside of this truth. You know, you have nothing outside of the brotherhood that Yahweh Bashem Yahushua has put together, you know. And a lot of people are going to realize that. I got another scripture dealing with that. The book of Second Esdras, chapter 15 and verse number 16. Now, 16 and 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. So the man that you consider your friend out of foolishness won't have any pity on you, on, you know, in these days that's coming. But shall destroy their houses with the sword, you know, and we know that the common day sword is the gun, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread, and for great tribulation. So again, the foolishness of this world, or the foolishness period, you know, has a lot of people blinded, you know, into thinking that your next door neighbor is going to look out for you, your woman's going to look out for you, your weapon's going to look out for you. That's you know, that's just nonsense, you know. You got something?
Yeah, and I did a video before, man, because what the Joker said, he said a fool, like I said, this world's a joke, okay, this world allows the people to be quote unquote good as a quote unquote allow them to be, you know, and it says when the chips are down, these civilized people, they'll eat each other, man. And that's true, man. Like I said, people just want to act good because what? It's just how the world perceives it. But deep down, like I said, these people don't really care about each other. Mainly in America, man. Like I said, when somebody's down, so to speak, or the car break down, like I said, majority of people just walk past by, man, all the time, man. You know, like I said, you're in this world for yourself. Like I said, even ask for help or certain, like I said, see you like certain guys, whatever. Yeah, you know, like I said, they give you tips and all that, but at the end of the day, like I said, you really got to do this yourself, man. Because again, you know, like I said, a lot of people say, yeah, I help you out, and yeah, I do this. You try to call them, and then you got to be like, dang, man, I thought you said, you know what I mean, you're gonna help me out, you know, today, and then now I gotta keep calling you, you know, feel like I'm bugging you or begging you. I'm like,
Yeah.
then your mind is like, man, you know what? I'm not even gonna and even bother with this guy no more. So I'm gonna just do my, you know, like I said, just do it myself, man. You know, and like I said, man, cause like, and then like I said, and then in your mind, you know, again, that's where it starts. Like, you know what? I'm gonna do things by myself. So if you come ask, like say, if you ask something from me, I'm not gonna help him, man. You know, where were you when I, like I said, when I needed your help? Now all of a sudden, now you're trying to, like I said, ask me questions about, oh, how you get this and that. Like, no, man. You know, it's every man for himself, man. Like I said, man, I see, gotta feel that way.
Yeah.
You know.
Work out your own salvation with fear and trembling as well. You know.
Yeah.
You know, because what's Salaki.
No, it's good, cause yeah, you know, how you say, but sometimes, you know, how you say, you gotta, like I said, you can't forget, but then like, you know what, at the end of the day, if I do this for you, at the end of the day, the Lord gonna bless me, man, cause the scripture talks about how you say, if you help somebody, sometimes how you say you get double for what you get blessed, but like I say, it really depends, so I can't really 100% say sure, but I'm just, you know, just like I said, just giving a quote unquote rough example, but end of